like that. Mom versus dad. Oh boy. Here I go, ruffling feathers again. Mom, Lincoln. Standing on his principles. Alright. Okay. Sally's. Okay. There's a woman who has all boys. Oh, multiple of you. This is for women who have boys now. One of you, they're different ages. For another, you just gave birth to 5 or 6 at one time. Yeah. You want to talk about a blessing there? Yeah. Would definitely take 90 boys coming out at one time than one girl. Yeah, right there, I just took some stress away from multiple of you. Yep. You're going to be expected, no, not to be that fucking mother that smothers. You don't abandon them. It would almost be better if you did abandon them at some point, depending on who else is in your life. Name, okay. I feel that, are you dating a bunch of Sally? Is your husband a Sally? Yeah, you're concerned. Am I going to? Yes. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to make you stronger in every area of your life. Don't look at it as, oh my God, I got to play both. Look at it like this. Maybe I need that shit in my life. How was my dad like? Was he too militant? Now, because you're a woman and you had a father who was so militant and stern that you became overly loving to men like I did. And when you step into that man shit, yeah, you're too loving. It's going to be great for you. And on top of it, you're going to raise war leaders, fighters, absolutely. P.U., Paula, Paul, for you, for a guy who has some sons and your wife is either passed away, I'm sorry, or she might as well be. Yeah, because she got addicted to fentanyl or some shit like that, and you actually stepped up. Sir, thank you. You could be Paul or Puma. PJ. P-U-J-E. I'm just going to do that name for right now. This could be Lincoln Avenue, Lincoln Street. I hope that there's not a child, a Paulie Jr. or Pete or some shit like this in the back of somebody's Lincoln. Oh, it's a trunk. I stand corrected. Branch. They're broke and they're getting evicted, I believe. Everybody's got different, right? Yep. There's your kid. I'm broke. Being evicted. So I figure, let me pray on some kids. Please tell me that you're not a woman doing this shit. Is it a Paula? Sheila? Carmela? Please don't get angry at me if that's your name. Right, because somebody's around a woman right now who you know that I was about to say, if it triggers you, there's a reason, and you are going way out of your way not to get triggered by just that. I can feel it. Yeah, you're very sneaky, or you could be a Pisces. I don't even like throwing signs out there. I feel like we're all signs. I don't do it. I'm done. But goddamn. Right. You're fussy. Yeah, it feels like, one, these kids are special. I don't know if you're getting DNA tests on them behind their back. You're a very good businesswoman. Yeah, I have to give that to you. You're very good with just handling multiple things. It's the karmic nature of what you're doing with it. If you told the universe, all right, listen, I don't really want to do this, but I know I'm a master at I could run a business myself. Please spend some time to yourself until you figure out what that is. And I believe that shit will come to you that you need. And it's not going to come like that. You're not going to have somebody show up in your life and go, hey, listen, I'm one of those billionaires that just walks around and gives millions of dollars. It may not happen like that. I don't think you would get as much reward out of that shit. Yeah, for anyone that has someone's child in the trunk at this very moment when you hear this, or right now if you hear me, please, and their parent is standing right in the vicinity that you're in, could you please just test the theory out? That's all I'm asking. Well, when you tape their mouth shut with Gorilla Tape and tie their hands up, they can't tell you that they're scared. So it's out of sight, out of mind shit. It's dangerous with this. Yeah, look at this. Look at all this shit. Who are you? Are you in politics? Red card. Could be a red Lincoln. This feels like adrenochrome. For 1 minute, I just had that. Oh, it could be that there's a kink in the clone chain. Yeah, there could be some things happening from cause and effect. It could be some bad luck and shit that the universe said, we don't even mind you doing that. Make sure that whoever, it just benefits you, that you're cloning people who contribute to society at the very least. Doesn't have to be the world, but I mean, what the fuck would you want to keep making pieces of shit and useless non-players? I like characters. I like the ones who play, though. Give me all the characters. I like dealing with certain types of personalities, certain individuals, Madeline, that you're equipped. You have multiple personalities yourself, and you handle every one of them smooth. You are the healers, I believe, because you can deal with that. I deal with it with me on a daily basis. Why would I not be able to deal with other people? Maybe you need to hear this. And it is sacrificing some shit, because one, you have to try not to kill these motherfuckers. And you have to understand, this was me last Wednesday. I just forgot. Yeah, you're dangerous. People don't even want to tell you that that's you. What do you do in that situation? I'm very mouthy. I'm not going to say I'm verbal. I get it. I can be once in a while. Pay. Let me show you. Pay it forward. It won't pay, though. What they're saying, I feel like, is it won't pay off. I understand that you are dark in nature as well. I get it, and I want to get into something dark. It may not necessarily be giving back directly, but indirectly, I know that whatever I make this money off of, whatever it is, it's pretty dark. But you won't cross a line. Or you shouldn't. This thing with the kids is too much. I would sooner say get into the organ shit before I would say messing with this. This is where I draw the line completely. There are, for how many people I believe they're cloning, there are plenty of organs around. And there are plenty of people who they're walking and they're breathing, but... Lieutenant? Oh, pay yet. Okay. Yeah. You got in over your head is what you did. And I think if you did you put money out for this somehow? Renting places? Nah, I don't like it. For these individuals that do this and they don't want to change, they were hurt as a kid too. They're just not seeing it, or they had a privileged life and they fucked it up and now they're on the street. They lost their money, their trust or something. These are the ones where when I said, was it this one or that, but that we need the torturers. You see what I'm saying? This evolution doesn't mean everybody gets along and we're all peace and shaking each other's hands. That would be boring. You need that darker side, right? What the crew that I'm gathering, even from this room, speaking to nobody face to face, is a very diverse group of men, extraordinary gentlemen. And I'm grateful for you because I'm an extraordinary woman. I'm attracting every extraordinary gentleman and the very few extraordinary women. And I'm not saying it's because there are many women left, natural born women, and you're not extraordinary. I'm saying that there aren't many natural born women left. And I hope that the ones that are, you at least would like to become extraordinary. Sunrise. Maybe it does. Maybe they're saying that you used to find happiness watching. I don't know if you're sitting in the sun. I'm not sure what your belief is on this thing that seems to be like a ball of radiation. It was a bronze copper the other day, and when it comes up here, it's about 30 degrees outside. And the sunrise was orange, as if it was the middle of August. Something's wrong. The one day, both suns were out at the same time. In my view, one to the left, one to the right. Find out which one is the legit sun. I don't know. There's a part of me that believes one. I don't know. How does that work? You'll be able to tell possibly with how you feel about the sun and what it's doing to your skin. Does it affect your mind? Radiation does, so it could. But you're just, it's all dark. There's not enough light. I do. I heard that with my mind. I heard someone say that there are people who have a very distorted view of what being comfortable in your dark means. It doesn't mean that you grip a 6-month-old baby out of a freaking carriage while the mom's in Starbucks real quick, grabbing or just saying hello to somebody. But shame on you for leaving your child outside like that. You know, I'm a mediator type of bitch. I see both sides, even if that both sides are at fault. And you stole a child, and then next thing you know, you're sucking some fluid out of this. The brain may have crossed the line there. You may want to spend time in isolation, correct? And maybe go over some things. Hazel, it bothers me that they're female names. Now, what my belief is this: if you are a natural born woman, you can't, as a woman, I can't know this is happening and not feel like I have to do something about it, right? I have a physical reaction, an emotional reaction as a woman. Men, I think by nature, you're just not as drawn to children as women are, and that's why this whole thing with the programming became the mom stays home, she does all this, and the dad goes out and work. The problem is that there causes too much separation, and the dad now, the mom's drained, and you look 30 years older because dealing with this is more difficult than his job. I don't think he's not ready to admit it. I think you just don't talk about it. He seems like the kind of guy where if you said it correctly, he would understand, but you're too tired to talk. I get it. Now, what happens is your looks start changing. I'm not going to say deteriorating. You may start drinking and smoking pot and shit like that, and it's, Charles, and, right? And so then what happens? Next thing you know, why wouldn't he go look at something else? How do you have to both balance that shit. Even if he doesn't want you to work. If you don't want her to work, and now her looks are going, and now you're finding out that there's a lot of transsexuals out there, or just not many natural born women. I knew that she was one, or some shit like that, or I saw that side of her before. I'm playing a part in what's happening with her. Or if there are very few cases where you are the man and this is happening. But it still is, and thank you, and I'm sorry. Right. Is it disrespectful? The communication here is huge. If you don't, you're just becoming a nanny at that point. When it gets to the point where you're not even having sex with this man, you have allowed yourself to become this, though. You can't blame this on the other side. You have complete control of the choices that you make, what you say yes to, what you right? And then the universe can feel what you like, and you're saying, I like being a full-time nanny and watching my husband go out the door dressed to the nines, making us money because he is. Put yourself in his position, or for who this is for. Put yourself in their position. That this man gets hit on. Do you know how long it took for him to even look? But this guy seems like the type of man that would actually have a conversation. He's willing to take the possible silence he's going to get from his wife for 6 days, 6 weeks. Because he knows that that's what he needs to do. He needs to tell her the truth, and the way that he does it is amazing. If you did that and you let her know and she said to you, I didn't even realize it was like this. Thank you for saying that maybe you should have taken a little bit of the weight off of me as well, though. And let me see what I can do. And now 6 weeks goes by again, and there's nothing changing. You can't expect this man or this woman to give up their happiness because you let go of yourself too. Is also for a few people out there as well. It's yeah. If you're someone who let themselves go, and the one on the other side is that beautiful of a person, where now I'm just getting angry at you and I'm picking fights because I can tell that I don't know if I'm ever going to go back to the way I looked, and I damn well know you don't deserve me. Right, I don't deserve you. It's keeping people from being happy, which is affecting all of us. Thank you. If you could just leave. Be fair in your final decision, in your final departure, and what's left behind. Knowing that she's probably, or that other individual Mandy is going to be taking care of the kids, and how difficult that really is on a day-to-day basis. Love you.